Hey, what's up, guys? This is Jeremy Little Heathen Stevens, and you're listening to the Action Sports Show, powered by Toyota Escondido Action Sports.
You're on, guys.
It'll rot your brain, ruin your good name, take money for your shame, and we're all entertained. What can you do?
Well, ladies and gentlemen, he hails from Compton, California. He is the whitest gangster in the NWA crew, and he is our friend and yours, brand manager, brand ambassador. He has actually a rad dad who has raised him to be a great young man. Give it up, everybody, for Donny Emler.
I literally just feel like I was at the roller skating rink at like 12 years old, and you just got like introduced for me to come do like my hot lap.
Thanks, Bruce Buffer.
Yeah, actually.
And then we'll go and all skate.
Turn the disco lights on.
Exactly, yeah. So straight out of Compton, just drove straight out of Compton to get down to Toyota of Escondido. So I'm stoked to be here. Have you guys seen the movie yet?
No.
It's mind blowing. It's epic. It's
Is
actually
it good?
It's.
Like, I don't have to see
I'm gonna
the
put my
movie?
sunglasses on just to get my like easy kind of feel going, and take it back to 1988. Maybe drink some gin and juice. With you guys.
I lived the movie.
Well, I didn't, but I feel like I do every day when I work down at.
Were you rolling down the street in your 6.4?
It was actually a 2014 Toyota Tundra, but it's got black rims, and I think I put some Camberg suspension on it, so I was getting the hops on the
It's
way
a
down the street.
fine-looking piece of machinery, I must say.
Yeah, I mean, if I didn't have Toyota's support, I would definitely be down here asking you guys to give me a truck.
Well, you never know.
I think we would. We would absolutely
The
give you a
future
try.
holds the bright things, so keep those shades on.
Oh, I'm going to. I'm taking it.
Hey, super stoked that you finally made it down here to be our guest here on the Action Sports Show. I know you're busy, a lot of stuff going on.
Yeah, there's always tons of stuff going on. It's crazy. I just a lot of traveling. We're getting ready. Obviously, there's some big things coming up with the Motocross Nations, which I'm sure we'll touch base on. So just getting ready for that and all the plans with that, and wrapping up the motocross season, which has been an outstanding year, I think. I mean, between both classes, I mean, you couldn't ask for better racing. I mean, the talent level, I think, is at an all-time high right now, and like you guys just said, especially for Kinroxen coming off of everything that kind of happened, and they were kind of, I was in Indiana, and everyone was trying to bombard him with questions, and they weren't saying anything to the media, and for Ken, he just needs to let his riding do his talking, and you know what, he went out there and he rode outstanding, and put pressure on those guys, and ended up passing and beating Barsha for third overall in the points, which I'm kind of bummed about or second overall, and Barsha's my guy, so I really wanted Barsha to get up there, but I mean, he'll
be okay.
Yeah, no, he's gonna be fine, and he just signed, like you guys said, till 18, so everything's exciting. We're moving forward. I mean, the business is great, and just stoked to be hanging out with. I mean, you guys, especially Dan McGranahan over here.
Can you imagine how cool that is?
It's pretty amazing.
Yes.
Now, you know what, Donny? We've been wanting to have you on the show for a long time. Of course, you're an icon in the action sports world. We've all got to be around you and watch you work and hang out with you, and you're a great friend to the show and to us, and certainly to Amanda. You're like a big brother to Amanda, and maybe you guys could talk about how close you guys are. I know you're very close, and so it's really an honor to have you on the show, and so thank you.
Yeah, no, thank you guys. I mean, what you guys got going on here, I mean, bringing a little bit of extra exposure to the action sports world is always great. We need it. We need it in motocross for sure, trying to get to that next level. We're so close, and between Supercross and motocross, they're doing such a great job with the series, and every extra little bit of press and exposure helps. And I've grown up in this industry, so it's kind of been a blessing for me to be able to do that. I mean, what kid wouldn't want to grow up around dirt bikes and play with them for a living? So now, just like my dad always said, I mean, for him, it was just something he was doing for fun in his garage, and next thing you know, it took off, and he doesn't think it's, going to work every day isn't considered work for him. It's what he loves to do. So it's like he went from one garage in 1973 to a 100,000 square foot garage now, and he's still just playing with motorcycles, getting greasy, and we're just garage guys at the end of the day that love tinkering with motorcycles.
When did you realize, what age were you when you realized, oh my gosh, my dad owns FMF, which is a pretty large company,
Yeah,
Pretty large.
In my eyes, I think back when I was a kid, I just thought it was so cool that like my dad, like I said, I got to go ride dirt bikes when he felt like it. So like,
Yeah.
oh, you're not going to school today. It just rained. We're going riding. So I'm like, oh, this is the coolest company ever. And not really knowing how big it was at the time, and now how big it's grown over the last 20 years. We started in 1973, so going over 40 years old now, and I've been around just seriously involved in the company for about 15 years now, and just it's been awesome just watching it grow and seeing really what the capabilities are of a brand. It's I like to say that for us, we're really just an exhaust company, but our brand image is a lot bigger than what we are, and I think any company, that's what you strive to want to be. You want your brand image to be bigger than what you really are.
And you guys definitely have, from everybody in the world that's got a Ford, having the FMF sticker over the front of the grill. I mean, it's become such a brand and icon in the industry. I mean, it's crazy, really.
Yeah, that just lucked out. I mean, that could have been the best marketing scheme, but we just literally...
Did you guys come up with that, or did just
No.
a fan start doing that?
No, I mean, the fans started doing it, and we just, that's our standard size sticker. And
It just happened
so
to be
happened
the
to fit.
same
Yeah.
oval, yeah.
I wish I could personally take credit for it, but I can't. That'd be the most genius thing ever. But, we keep pumping those stickers out, and they keep ending up on the other truck's car that we won't really talk about, but because I'm a Toyota guy myself, so, we guess we need to make a Toyota sticker.
Yeah, we do.
Was there pressure at all growing up thinking, your dad obviously would love for you to be in the family business. Was there any pressure at any point? Did you want to do something else? Like, I want to work at Disneyland.
No, I mean, looking back, I mean, there was definitely no pressure. I mean, I think he just saw that, I love to ride my motorcycle just as much as he did. And, I really took, I feel like, in many ways we're the same, but at the same time, I'm a little bit more outgoing, outspoken, so I kind of took the strengths that I have versus the strengths that he has, and I think it was just a perfect fit, and it just kind of, we started meshing, working together, and, we work together every day. He works every Saturday. I mean, he's a nut. Like, he's a complete nut. He's old school. That's how they did it back then. When you start something out of your garage, literally from nothing, you don't want to let that go.
And I definitely want to dig real deep in the history of the company is, and when your involvement and where it's kind of gotten now, and what your exact roles are. We got to go to break here real quick and get back on par here. But when we come back, I really want to dig to that. And then when Donnie's done with his guest role, he's going to flip seats and be hanging out with us all night long.
Summertime means savings time. And right now at Toyota of Escondido, you can save more than ever before on over 100 bold and exciting new 2015 Camrys. Drive home a great deal today with huge, sizzling summer savings you can count on.
Toyota of Escondido. Toyota of Escondido.
During this giant, sizzling summer sale, you'll find the year's hottest deals on over 1,000 best-selling Toyotas. Toyota of Escondido has over 12 and a half acres of Toyotas to choose from. Come in today and save.
Toyota of Escondido.
Freeway Close, where Highway 78 meets Broadway, just east of the 15.
Howdy ho! This is Ronnie Renner here, and you're listening to the Action Sports Show, powered by Toyota of Escondido. Blip.
You're on, guys.
All right, folks, welcome back to the Action Sports Show, powered by Toyota Escondido Action Sports. Jim Holt is here. Yep, still here. Dan McGranahan, Amanda Williams.
Yeah.
We're sitting here talking to Little D. Donny Emler here live in-house. Welcome back to the show. We're talking about where it started with you and your dad's. 73, the company started, and you've been in it about 15 years now. Where did you start with the company at to explain to where you are today? I must still be a kid. There's got to be more. We'll have you switch chairs so it doesn't feel the same.
Going to some of the local events just to kind of check it out and start working with some of the amateur athletes. And so I kind of built this whole foundation.
Now, was he already doing that at the time, or is this something you kind of took off with?
Yeah, we've definitely been doing it, the grassroots of our sport. I mean, that's exactly where FMF started. But, at the time we were only getting to a lot of the bigger races. And, it's something I wanted to do is get to the local stuff. I felt like, that was key for us. I mean, that's what FMF was built upon. My dad would go out to, Carlsbad and Saddleback and Ascot and all these places. And he would literally be there like, hey, try my pipe, So we're doing the same thing. I wanted to kind of take his footsteps and put it in my own little way, and then I kind of built this, amazing amateur program that we still use to this day. And FMF, I mean, our amateur program, it's really what we focus on. A lot of these riders, Cooper Webb, Jeremy Martin, all these guys that you're seeing now, they've all come out of working with us since they've been on 65s. So yeah, it just kind of started from there, and then just kind of grew into the marketing role now, where I handle kind of everything that has to do with the brand, the image. Working with all the teams, the magazines, the editors. I mean, all of our friends in the industry. I mean, it's a really cool gig, and I love it. But it's also important for me to continue to learn other aspects of the business and the numbers and the boring stuff.
For sure. You blazed right over a bunch of stuff there. So I'm just going to throw the car in reverse for a moment. Early days of FMF. Not everybody knows this brand. Not everybody's like, I'm buying a 450 Honda and I'm going and buying FMF pipes right away because that's what I do. It wasn't like that necessarily in the early days. You guys were out at the track saying, dude, try these pipes on, because people were just kind of fabbing up their own pipes, and it was a wild world, at that stage, right?
Well, we're going to take it way before Four Strokes came out.
Sure. No, I'm just saying. Like,
exactly.
It's not the way it is now.
Exactly. No, I mean, we had to build a brand on having a good product, and still today, I mean, that's what you have to have. You have to have a good product, and we're lucky enough that we can be able to build everything right in the house at FMF still, so just what my dad did back in the day, hand pounding pipes. I mean, now we've taken it a step further with, new state-of-the-art equipment, and basically we're still producing everything in-house. So I think, on top of having great product, you have FMF who's making everything, and you can rely that FMF, you're getting something that you're paying for, and, and then there's the marketing on top of that we've really focused on making FMF a cool brand that people want to have. You want to be a part of, it's a family company. We're reaching out not just to racers that are racing Supercross and motocross. Our fan base is the guys that are just going weekend warring. They're going to the weekend with their family, and that's really the end result of who we're really trying to get to.
Yeah, and you guys do a great job of that. And so let me back up also. And hit on the amateur thing. You talked about the start of the amateur thing, and right in my head immediately flashed like number 800 with the big FMF on the shrouds. What were some of the, like, that must have been a hero moment for you guys back in the day to be I'm talking about working with the lessee, of course. Give me some of the accomplishments as they were back then and how big they were for the time.
Yeah, I mean, that was definitely a huge deal. I mean, you could see that, Michael Lessie was definitely the next, big thing coming up next, and, had a lot of great results as an amateur, and then had a wild hair that, he wasn't going to go race amateurs anymore. He was 15. He was going to go race Millville. And everyone thought he was crazy, as did I, but, FMF, we've supported him this long. We're going to continue to support him. And then the guy goes out there and just demolishes people, and he can barely hang onto the bike. He literally looked like a little flea hanging onto a 450. And but it was really one of the coolest moments that I can remember. I mean, that you brought up a great point, because sometimes I forget about that. But just watching that moment and how someone can go from an amateur and either flip or flop in the pro ranks. We see it all the time. It's a lot. It's really tough for these kids to make that transition. And some people have got it, and some people it takes 3-4 years. We see it a lot. And I think that's part of the problem with a lot of these teams. They sign a kid for maybe 1 year. A lot of these kids, they're still growing. They're still maturing. It's a lot of pressure just to jump on a race team, go race Supercross, half 9 rounds of Supercross, 12 of outdoors, long schedule, long days. So, I feel that these teams really need to, and if you're going to invest in someone, you really got to invest for more of the long haul, because, a lot of these kids don't even progress. You got guys like Aaron Plessinger who go out there and get Rookie of the Year, and are tearing it up, which is awesome, but it's pretty rare.
It is pretty rare. Matter of fact, what's more common is the opposite. The guy that's supposed to come out and destroy everybody can't deliver because the pressure's too high, the circumstances aren't there for him to take the time necessary. I think that's one of the things you're alluding to.
Mm-hmm. Injuries.
And injuries play a very key role, especially under that microscope of deliver or you're gone. The risks, people take the risks that they shouldn't take. Their bodies are growing, so sometimes they can go through a slower phase just because their body's not the same body it was,
I mean, we saw it firsthand. I mean, look at Adam Cicerelli. I mean, the kid was 16, phenomenal rider. 18 years old now. The kid's grown like 2 feet, and he's bulkier. And so, I mean, these kids, they jump on these bikes. They're going so fast. When you hit the ground, I mean, it's hard. They're brittle still.
You know what that's like because you're like 6'11".
I am. I'm a lot taller than you. So
and you graduated high school at 5'2", and then had your big growth spurt when your dad put you to work and
I think
got some self-esteem.
Yeah, I think it's when I got scared that we were working in Compton, so I was like, man, I got to start bulking up if I'm gonna get hood around here.
Have you guys ever had any hood rat
experiences?
Stuff
Have you ever been
in Compton?
You've been, of course.
I have been. I've been.
It's like
I've gotten the personal tour of the FMF factory and how the pipes are made.
I have to.
Insane.
It's pretty awesome.
Insane. Oh, it's so awesome.
But what I wanted to get at is before you get to the personal tour, you got to go through the electric guarded gate, the gate person.
You have to go through Compton.
Let me in, please.
Yeah, I mean, it's
like full lockdown.
It is, yeah.
We're in the industrial area of Compton, which is called the Rancho Dominguez, and it's you got to be careful these days. If you're in Irvine or if you're in whatever, you want to have some gates around you. Things go bad. Things go bad.
Things go bad. It feels cooler than it actually is. There's no scary parts.
It's
I feel
more
like exit
where
the
you are
freeway,
is pretty
you're there
clean, I
pretty
think.
quick.
Yeah, it's more honestly for everyone listening. We more just play up on it, especially with the movie that just came out. We've had some fun with the whole Straight Outta Compton thing. We made some shirts and did a re-photo shoot of the cover. So yeah, it's all about having fun at the end of the day.
Which you said's a good movie, by the way, right?
It's unreal.
Which is what FMF is famous for. It's like not taking yourself so serious. You will always see them. And I really know that you spearhead this. You will always see Donny like taking the opportunity to punk pop culture, and you have to be willing to make fun of yourself in order to do it. So you throw yourself in there, and you're maybe self-deprecating a little bit, but it's not, because it's all about like, hey guys.
I think that's what makes the brand so fun, and you feel like a part of it. Every year you get this shirt. Like one of my favorite shirts to date is a spoof from the Hangover movie, and what's the baby's name in front?
Carlos.
But FMF is so fun like that, and I know, Donny, you're behind all of those T-shirts, and you just have such a creative mind. And I know you work with someone named Taylor Creative.
Taylor Creative does a lot of my design stuff, and luckily, my dad lets us get crazy. As long as it's not. There's been some flops in the past where stuff hasn't worked. I'm sure you'll touch on that. But for the most part, we have a lot of fun, and it's I feel that's the best thing about our brand is that we can have fun. We're not corporate. We're not serious. We go to work wearing shorts and jeans, and we're blue collar guys that like to twist the throttle and make American horsepower.
I made this graphic once and sent it to Donny, and I was afraid he was going to be offended by it, but he totally loved it. It was this picture of Miley Cyrus and Justin Bieber, and they looked like identical practically.
Oh yeah.
And it was going around for a while, and it was like with makeup, without makeup. Yeah. And then we added a picture of Donny, and we put with FMF, and he was just all like,
I wanted. It's too bad I don't think we had Instagram at the time, or else I definitely would have used that. You might have to resend that to me so I can blast it out for everyone to see.
Probably better than the graphic you sent me, Amanda, and Ricky this morning.
Oh gosh, that's the creepiest thing ever. You can't send stuff like that to me. I have a weak stomach.
Yeah.
Travel. Donny, you travel all the time. Speaking of that, you just got home from South Carolina visiting your mom and flew straight to NASCAR. You are constantly on the go.
I wish I went to NASCAR.
Oh, where'd you go?
Actually, I can't say I wish, but I wish I wish I could be in multiple places because
you're at NASCAR.
My NASCAR guy, Joey Logano, won in Bristol in Tennessee.
Yep.
Which I'm so pumped for. And then I was in Indiana for the last round of the motocross race, which was unbelievable. Like before the 250, I can't even tell you guys, like everyone was so on the edge of their seats getting ready to watch the battle go down of a lifetime. And when that gate dropped, all the guys that needed to be up front, Jeremy Martin's teammates, Cooper Webb and Aaron Plessinger, were all right there. You got Muskin in the mix, right where they all needed to be to help each other out. And unfortunately,
so this was about to unfold.
It was, and
exactly
it was
like you dreamed.
They were, I think, at one point they were like 7th, 8th, like right behind each other. So you knew it was just going to be good. They were going to be going through the pack. And unfortunately, which everyone knows by now, that something happened to Marvin's bike. And I think the coolest thing of the weekend, bummer for Marvin, but the guy is such a good sportsman. Just watching the way most people probably would have freaked out, like thrown helmets,
against
kicked the bike over.
Trailer.
I don't even know. I mean, if I was his wife, I'd probably be scared to be around him. But it was the complete opposite. I mean, it was pretty cool to see that. But even then, so flash forward to Moto 2, so all Jeremy has to get is, I think, 18th or better. Muskin has to win, and Martin would wrap up the championship. Gate drops. Martin's like 10th. Muskin's right around there, too. All of a sudden, Martin tips it over in a corner.
Ooh.
But we're not sure if it's Martin or Cooper because they're both pretty short. They both kind of look alike on the bike. And all of a sudden, there's a big triple step up, and you see a star bike just get sideways off this jump and basically just high side himself. And next thing you see is the guy crawling off the side of the track. And on the announcer's tower, they're saying just Jeremy Martin is down.
They called it Jeremy.
They said Jeremy Martin is down, and everyone is like, "Oh my gosh!" Like if you could have been there, like my heart was sinking. Well, it ended up being Cooper.
Yeah,
unfortunately.
Yeah,
but Cooper was okay. He's a little banged up, and then Jeremy just pretty much at that point just had to keep it straight, and then. How cool to see the rookie go out and win the last national, which, by the way, was his hometown race, 3 hours away he lives, so the crowd was going nuts.
Dude,
such a good race to be at.
You're talking about Jeremy's hometown race?
Aaron Plessinger.
Oh, okay.
Sorry.
Gotcha, yeah.
And your wife, Kirsten, she's listening at home. Hi, Kirsten.
What's up, babe? Yeah.
What a trooper. 7 months pregnant.
Yeah, you guys are
little Donny on the way.
about to have another...
Yeah, another Emler to Emler party of 3, and I'm convinced that the kid's going to be like 5'2", just to jinx, just to throw us all off, like because my dad's only 6 foot, I'm 6'4". Who knows? My kid's either going to be like 6'8", or he's going to be some shorty. So we'll see.
We would love him anyways.
We'll see what happens.
Boy? Do we know?
A little boy,
Yeah.
Yep. Ethan Jacob Emler.
Ethan Jacob
Very
Emler.
cool.
So
Strong
we're very
son.
excited. I mean, it's really cool to see how excited my dad is. I couldn't believe it. Like, knowing that he's going to be a grandpa and that there's another Emler in the family that's going to carry on the
New little
Emler.
sticker maker coming
Yeah,
in soon, huh?
exactly. We'll get him printing, pressing stickers, and put them to work.
Absolutely. That's what those kids are for. I have 2, and that's what they're for.
Now, do you think,
Go to
because you're
work.
always on the go, do you think little Ethan's going to slow Donnie down?
I think that's what's keeping me young is that I just try to keep going. And like you said, I'm always on the go, either, traveling for fun or, working and mixing work with fun. And, I don't see us slowing down. I think that's when you start feeling old, and I like feeling young. So
You just have more passengers along for the ride.
Again, I feel like I'm picking on Dan, but I don't want to feel old like Dan.
Ouch.
Oh,
You don't want to feel old like this.
Dan's always on the
This
go,
is not
though.
what you want.
Well, see, this is where I'm
promise
getting Dan
you.
back because every year at Supercross, this guy's the announcer, and all
Yeah.
I'm doing is in the water, and I'm just getting heckled.
You can't.
So bad.
He does that
Bro.
like when you're way out of reach.
Yeah, and
Bro.
I can't believe how
You were
good you can
flopping
hear.
around out there like a
He's so
fish
tall.
that just ended up on the deck of a boat and has no idea where it's at or
Listen,
what's
I
going
could be a
on.
pro surfer and I'd still look goofy. So everything, I when I ride a dirt bike, it looks like I'm riding a 65, and I'm not even kidding. So
Is that big, bro?
And he rides a 750.
Yeah,
just so
right.
you know.
Yeah, but at least I ride, Dan.
Oh, ouch.
Ouch.
Dan McGrath.
Hey, so talking about
I've ridden with this guy. He knows what's up.
traveling with
I
the
let him
kids,
pass me once.
Oh, yeah.
watching Cameron Steele's Trail of Missions, and his 3-year-old daughter Kay just went for her first ride down the Baja Peninsula in the whole trip with Heidi and himself in the car. So I mean, the family can be a part of the ride all the way.
Yeah, I think that's the most important part. Like I said, growing up,
Wait
riding
till
with my
you
dad.
see, though.
You know what I mean? And I don't care if the kid's screaming, Dan. The
No,
kid's
no,
coming
no,
with
it's
me
not
on
the
the dirt
screaming.
bike.
The
Okay,
kid's gonna love it.
I'm gonna be ripping wheelies down the beach in Baja. Okay.
The kid's going to love it, and I don't doubt you, but wait till you see how much stuff you have to bring with you.
So much stuff.
That's what you don't understand yet.
But you can't
Oh,
let
there's
it.
stuff.
I'm hoping in like, how quick the future is moving forward. That so much technology. I'm thinking in like 2
apps
months.
for cribs or apps for car
Yeah, I
seats or
think in
apps
2
for-
months we're going to be good. I don't think we're going to have to carry anything. I think there's like a service that comes, drops your stuff off, flies, it compacts like the Jetsons, and 2 months we got it.
You got it.
Yeah,
Keep the dream alive. man.
totally. Good luck with that.
His boy Elroy.
There we go.
No, my mom always told me, Amanda, you do not let baby change your life. You just add them to yours. You keep doing what you're doing.
That's exactly
you just
right.
add them to yours. And I think that you and Kirsten are going to do a really good job at that. You just have to keep going. You can't mind the screaming. You just have to apologize to everyone else on the plane. But that baby, that little Ethan, needs to totally come with you the races. It'll be
Well, and we already
fun.
got his nickname too. So speaking, his nickname is going to be Easy E.
Oh, gosh.
Okay.
Yeah, he was born
So-
in the remake
Okay,
of
I like
Inside
it.
Era.
I like it. Easy E.
I'm telling you, if I could go back and just have one, big old malt 40 with Easy, that'd be like one of my dreams.
What are you most looking forward to with starting a family?
Taking my kid riding,
Nice.
seeing. Well, first I want to see what the little guy looks like, and then I want to fast forward him so I can take him riding. So yeah.
Is this the Fast Five?
No. I mean, should we do one?
Do it. We got to go.
We got to go.
I mean, we don't got to go, but if anybody's got to go through Amanda's Fast Five, it's him.
I just did something a little bit different because Donnie, you're 11 weeks away from being a dad.
Oh, great.
So I think we need to give him a little baby trivia.
Oh boy.
What do you guys think?
I think that's
Well, this is going to be good. So why don't we do this?
Appropriate.
We're really close to the commercial break. Let's go to that. We'll come back first.
Oh,
and we'll
he's
bring
going
on
to
our
start
next guest.
Wikipediaing. And
No. We're not going to tell him the questions.
Oh,
until
gosh.
he has no idea where you're
Wah,
going.
wah.
I don't even know what the
Commercial
Fast Five
break.
is.
Can we make him taste baby food?
Yes.
Tell us what it is.
This is Josh Slay. You're listening to the Action Sports Show, powered by Toyota of Escondido.
You're on, guys.
Station. We're here with our first guest, Little D, Donny Emler from FMF, here sitting with us, and he's going to be switching roles here in a minute and go to the other side. But first,
But not yet.
he's got to withstand Amanda's Fast Five.
Kind of nervous about this, Amanda.
I know they build it up really good.
I know.
I
You
love
better
these
have some
guys.
tough questions.
They're awesome. Well, like I said before we went to break, I'm not going to give him the Fast Five. I'm going to give him some baby trivia because he's got 11 weeks before little Easy E. Actually, his wife just said that name has been vetoed. So little
up?
Ethan Jacob will enter the world, and he's got to be
Does anybody else
prepared.
get the vibe that Donnie is not running the show in this family whatsoever?
You know what they
getting-
say, Dan? Happy wife, happy
Getting
life.
called out.
Clearly,
Donnie's a smart man.
he's a smart man.
He's a smart man. Okay, Donnie. I'm going to go easy on you.
Shoot from the hip.
I think you know these things. Okay, after a bottle, you have to blank a baby.
Well, what kind of bottle are we talking about? Are we talking about booze, or are we talking about like?
the babies.
Oh,
Because they drink
not
so
your
much.
bottle.
After, not your bottle, after Ethan's bottle,
He
you
was
have to
defaulting
blank.
to his bottle.
I thought you guys would
You
have
just
like
failed.
some refreshments here. You burp them.
Okay, Desitin is something you put in a baby's bottle, something that numbs their mouth, or something for a diaper rash.
I think I had Desitin once. Sure. This doesn't sound too good. I don't know. I think in the bottle.
Okay, let's hope Donnie does not poison little Ethan Jacob. Desitin is something you put on a baby's rash.
Ooh, I
when
think I
you-
have had that.
I'm sure you have. When you wrap a baby tight in a blanket,
Swaddle.
it's nice work.
Come on,
Actually,
I saw Jeremy Malott tried to do that,
Yeah.
and he failed miserably.
did he really?
Yeah, so I know I got to practice before to be better than him.
We have to bring Jeremy on the show and teach him how to properly swaddle a child. Or
We do
not.
need to bring Jeremy on the show.
Bring a real kid and then be like, hey, this isn't your kid, but we want to see you swaddle it.
Let's bring a 4-year-old. Actually, let's have him swaddle Dan.
Yes.
Yes. All right. At what age do you need to buy a seat for Ethan on an airplane?
Never, because those things are getting expensive. I think I would say I'm going to go with 6 years old.
Oh, man.
Wow.
Your wallet's going
You
to
have
be
5-year-old hanging
So,
out
like,
on
you-
the floor under your feet.
2 years old, the baby needs a seat of
That's just messed
his
up.
own. Isn't that crazy?
Well, I can barely fit in a seat. What's
Are
one
you
more
still
kid
going to
gonna
bring
be?
Ethan everywhere with you?
Yeah.
Good
Yeah,
job.
sure.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I swear he's 2.
Dude,
I swear those guys too. Does a new baby sit forward or backwards in a car seat?
Well, backwards, so you can't see the road. You can only see behind you.
So he can only see behind.
Yeah. Well, he can't see.
Facing the back of the car.
Yes, facing the back of the
Because
car.
he's technically sitting forward in the car seat.
There you go.
The car seat.
Like I used to sit in
Yeah.
like an old station wagon back in the day. Remember those? Like
Yep.
just cruising
Oh,
down the
look at all the
street
places
in my
we've been.
6'4".
Yep.
How'd I do?
I think you passed.
What,
You
I did, like,
absolutely
2 wrong?
passed. Just, you'll do good.
Got the diaper rash wrong.
Kirsten, make sure you don't.
I got one for him.
Yeah. Oh, I like this.
Okay, here's the deal. All you like young trendy parents, how long is it going to take you to get an Instagram for your own kid?
I'm not doing that.
You know you're doing it.
I'm
I
definitely
bet
not
you already
doing-
have it.
Well, here's the deal. I'm not doing an Instagram for my own kid like people do with their dogs and their food and all this other stuff. And I'm not going to be blasting them like 5 times a day, like showing people like what my kid's wearing. Like my kid will be steezy, but he doesn't have to be blasted on Instagram. You know what I mean? That's just, I don't like that. I don't like that.
How's he going to become famous?
Will he have a hashtag?
Snapchat, bro.
Snapchat. Oh,
Snapchat,
that's
bro.
what it is.
There you go. What's his hashtag going to be? Should we ask Kirsten?
Easy
Easy E.
NWA.
Because that's available.
Yeah, right? No,
It's a hashtag. Any hashtag.
yeah, it's going to be a little
available.
hard to find him in that hashtag.
And
Not
what-
after a few years. This whole thing's going to die down pretty
Right?
quick. Yeah. Come on. But
All
your
right.
wife vetoed it already,
Yeah,
so
I'm out.
you're just costing yourself days in the
In the dog
in the
pound.
doghouse.
Yeah.
Actually, he doesn't have a doghouse. He
I
has a
built my own.
speakeasy on the side of his
I've
house.
seen pictures of
So
this.
if he's ever in the doghouse, that's actually like
I felt that I was in a doghouse so often that I just built my own on the side of my house, but it comes with booze.
He hasn't been in there in a while. It's the baby room now.
Yeah.
So did he pass?
He passed.
All right.
He passed. You can have a baby.
Good job.
All right, guys.
I'm glad she's allowing it
I'm
because
glad I'm allowing
yeah.
you to have a baby. One's on the.
It'll rot your brain.